Like, I clicked one button and I couldn't get the fuck out of it, and I was like, we're not doing this. Quit it. So it just, nah. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, Monday there will be changes to like the link tree and stuff, so I'm gonna take it out later. So tomorrow's link tree and like the description will be a little different because um starting Monday, the membership is still the membership, but it's not just Gym Babes membership anymore. I did make the announcement a while back talking about it where I am combining GBB Fit with Gemini Beauty Babe, my business with my brand, I guess you could say. So now it's all in one. So it's Gemini Beauty Babe GBB Fit. Well, I combined both memberships and I have it now to where the Discord is still there. Okay? But the difference is the Discord is not connected to Patreon anymore. The difference is it's connected to another platform where you have to first purchase the tier of your choosing, and then you would get in, and then you would get the link to the Discord. But the rules are still the same. You cancel your membership, I will take you out the Discord. Um, I get real time notifications on that, so it won't be too hard to find it. So, with that, it is because there's no outward integration like with Patreon, but this I get to, in the long run, it'll be great for me to scale everything, but also it's a lot easier, it's a lot straightforward, and I even get feedback from the gyms that are, I'm gonna bring you down a little bit, from the gyms that are in it, already. They said it's very straightforward, it's very easy to understand. The Discord is there for like the chit chat into my world feature versus like this is more like a forum, but I get to coach from it. There's community builds, challenges, all of that. So that's the difference between the two. So yeah, but I want to make that little announcement. So Monday I will make a video explaining everything. Well, Monday we have live, so I might make a video this weekend and put it out. I don't know yet, but I know. Vamonos! Do your shit. So, right now, we're going to be going over, if Tori's in here, going over Slaughter Park. She is. I see her. We're going over Slaughter Park. Hooking Tink we'll do on a different day. I was in the middle of reading Hooking Tink yesterday, and then something happened with my neighbor that I couldn't finish it. So, I'm not going to talk about it until I finish it. But Slaughter Park, yo, first off, Tori, Tori, are we okay? Um, I love how they reference the pineapple again. I love how he's there. I love how they referenced it. Um, we talk about Slaughter Park. We ain't talking about. Hold on, before you do anything to him. Well, damn, I'll say it anyways. To whoever you keep doing, I could yab all I want. It's my channel. If you don't like my face or my voice or me talking, you can go. Obviously, this is not the place for you. I really need to make my new intro for next week's videos. I am G for Gems, not E for everyone. If you had headphones, I apologize. I am G for Gems. I am not E for everyone. The only thing that is E for everyone is an ass whooping from Tori and myself. But not the point. The point is Slaughter Park. Tori. Oh my god! The fact that in the beginning it was Laughter Park, I do feel bad for the mom. Like, she tried her best. When she was a mom, she was a mom. Outside of being a mom, you know, I could understand. She was struggling. Like with any addict, she truly believed that she was doing the best for her mom. Nobody decides to, like, nobody, not decides, nobody deserves to die, especially the way she did. Desmond, I'm glad he died in the end, but very, 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 very. And I know, like, hey, they're all killers in the book, but, he takes the cake as far as deranged goes. Unlike the other books, I was like, I don't know where this is going. I fucking hated Kendra. Man, when I tell you, Kendra actually redeemed herself somehow in this book by actually being a good friend and not a bitch at all. But, you know, like I said, all the fucking Ice Pick, I feel so bad for him. Because once again, he goes to hit on a girl and the girl doesn't want him. Poor Ice Pick. Poor Ice Pick. I felt so bad for him. And I know that's the man right there. I'm like, after a picture you showed me, I'm like, oh, he would be a good dad figure. I doubt that's what he wants to hear. Like, to us, you know, like, I doubt that's what he wants to, right? He needs some love. Ice Pick needs some love. Poor thing wasn't getting it. And he kept feeling bad because he's like, oh, I keep doing this. I keep stealing, trying, not stealing. I keep hitting on everybody's girl. I feel bad, you know. And I'm just like, you poor thing. Now, the pineapple was funny. The fact, every single book, some type of food or drink ends up with a little extra something. And at this point, I think Bennett rubbed off on all of them and they don't even know. Because Ezra did it, Kendra drank. Bennett did it, Kat almost ate. Kat was smart enough not to eat it. But in the end, she didn't fucking care, I don't think. Frankie served it up to the lady they ended up killing because of Maverick. And then they put it in curry that Quinn ended up eating so that Eve doesn't get it. I was like, Jim, she ended up, look, in a way, she ended up manifesting the last name of Carter because she was like, oh, I'm Quinn Carter now. I was getting used to that, you know? And then towards the end, like, oh, what do we... The plot twist that, like, okay, figuring out that Desmond is after her, trying to figure out why. And then the whole scene with the little walkway shed, it's like, okay, you killed the mom, you try to, yeah, I get it, criminal mind, serial killer, reliving it, sure. But what was the motive for killing the mom in the first place? And then to find out that a therapist was keeping her, like, in that thing where, oh, she abandoned you. Like, you don't think that would have destroyed the kid just as much as, oh, she got killed. Even I was like, he finding out that his dad wasn't his dad and his mom wasn't as, oh, holy, like, that I was like, damn. Like, when I tell you how I sat up, like, what? Yeah, that was a good plot twist Lauren threw in there. I felt bad for him because he lost his mom and his dad shut him out. His mom died and his dad shut him out. Then finding out that twist, I'm like, his dad still went about it wrong because you act like you didn't raise this kid. You're still his dad. In a way, you helped raise him. You know? You raised him from birth. And you're telling me you didn't feel a thing? You just saw it as an obligation, then once your wife died, psh, like, that pissed me off. I don't like people like that. Like, oh, I see you as an obligation because I love this person so much. Gary finally got him some, though. The churros, bruh. Why every man? I'm like I said, I think Bennett rubbed off on all of them before, like, the series started, before all the retreats. I think rubbed off on all of them, and they didn't realize that they had a little bit of a food thing. Bennett's just the most open and out there with the food things. Because how Avon put the funnel cake bag into her and did all that to make them. And can we talk about him chasing her in the suit? Like, I know it wasn't the green suit, but it was something. And can we talk about that? Can we talk about the fun house? Can we talk about the fact that he used mirrors to see her and all that? Tori? And the fact that they were in a fun house, so anybody could have been watching them. Fuck the fact that it was Desmond. Like, there was that level of they are in the open because it's clear glass where there's not mirrors. So anybody could have been watching them. Can we talk about... I was sitting on... That's funny. I like that. That's funny. Hello? That was funny. I wasn't waiting on that comment. But, Tori, like, the mirrors, the fun house. Okay, I thought it was funny how he went to give chase, but he fell on his ass, like, a couple times. He fell on his ass a couple times. You could tell she was kind of laughing. But the mirrors was just absolutely... It was funny. Like, I was like, oh. It was funny because he kept falling. She kept running into the mirrors. I understand because if I'm in a fun house, because I took my kid to the fair, my hands are like this. My hands are, well, y'all can't see it. My hands are out so I could touch and go before I hit my face, you know? So it's just like, ow, you know? Charlotte, I'm talking about a book. Can you go? School, you are way behind. So, the mirrors was a nice, you know. And I was like, damn. Let's not even, you know what? Like, the first time he was in the suit, I kind of called it. Like, that would have been a thing throughout the book. The first time I was like, oh yeah, this is not going to be a one-time thing. the thought process he had to hide his piercing. That's the second person in this series that's pierced. And it hello, Kaylin. Maya, I didn't see any messages except, hey, I was in the middle of talking, so I wasn't gonna just stop and hey and then go back. I'm tired of doing that. It's fucking weird. I will say hi after I'm done talking. So, anyways, I gotta put this TSA out here because apparently I need to put in my introduction. AMG for Gyms, not E for everyone. B, if you don't like me, that's fine. Go find somebody else to entertain you and get your jollies off. I am not for you. 3, I've been on this platform 10 fucking years this year. You think I care what you think about me? Baby. Whoever told you that everybody in the world loves you lied to you. Whoever told you that your word means something to everyone in this world lied to you. Because I don't give a fuck, Keisha. So, with that, I think you need to do a self-reflection, but we all know trolls think they're perfect, and they're not going to. So let me impart a little bit of knowledge to you. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't care what you say. Like Tori even said, we're not about to argue with people who should have been a facial, but instead became their parents' full-time job because you are the biggest embarrassment in their family. Thank you. Have a good day. Now that we got all the hateful people out the way, I made that resolution to Tori, and so far, it depends on the day and how feisty. I think I broke it by accident, like twice since New Year's. But, for the most part, I'm keeping it because I'm just ignoring them versus attacking them. So I think I'm doing pretty good at keeping my promise that I'm not going to argue with somebody that should have been a facial or should have been down the shower drain. I mean, if we have comments, concerns, or questions about the product, we should take it up with the manufacturer. Sadly, the manufacturer is so embarrassed, they act like they don't see anything. Because if they acknowledge it, they have to acknowledge that they failed. And they raised a clown that's not employed by circus. So, on that note, okay, back to the book. So, I love that she found out about the pineapple. I love the fact that the pineapple was referenced. There's some parts in the books that I thought of you, Tori. And then she said the final installment and everything else this summer, and I got excited. Okay, let's see. The thicker the thighs, the sweeter the demise. Love that. Oh, Caitlin, it's a book called Slaughter Park by Lauren, but you would have to read the trigger warnings to the series to see if it's something for you. Also, keep in mind the type of things. But, god damn it, Stream Elements is still doing it. I don't understand with this one. Because it worked before. Last couple of lives it hasn't. But, okay. I'd rather make 3 trips than be on the 6 o'clock news for causing mass sea turtle deaths when they choke to death on my monster dildos and various vibrators. First off, I understand what she did for a job. But why in every book they talking about toys like that? Like, They can't be like Kendra and let the priest know, but also like, to you what? Hold on, Kaylin, what, sweetie? All I saw was two sets of eyes, and then to me. What? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Oh, I was just saying in general if we're talking about trigger warnings for the books. Because okay, the book is the series is it's basically porn with the plot, add a bunch of serial killers to it, but it has trigger warnings because there's some things like in this book, turns out the person that's after the female main character that wants to kill her is actually her father who killed her mother. Her mother was on drugs, but he also wants to because the female main character is a cam girl. But the fact that he's after her, not only because her bodyguard killed his dad decades ago, he wanted to relive a murder of her mother because she looks like her mother. He wanted to relive it at the park that this book is based at, but also he wanted to put on a show by raping and killing her in front of her friends. He was that sick, twisted, and demented. That's what we were talking about earlier, that this motherfucker, even though he's on a setting with a whole bunch of Happy Ramadan. See, it's fucking weird me stopping a sentence. I see y'all comments. It is based in a park, this book. Every book is a different retreat. But the fact that there are a bunch of killers there and they have a system that they use to kill people that have done crimes, basically like vigilante justice. But it's the fact that this motherfucker is so goddamn demented, nobody would ever. And I'm like, this motherfucker is worse than all of them. He deserved to die. He did die in the end, spoiler alert. But he deserved every bit of it, because what the fuck? That's your kid! Regardless of what you are, that's your kid! What the? You know? But there's a lot of sex going on in this series. Like, I'm surprised none of them are pregnant. There's a lot of sex going on. And it's like, what the fuck? Can I breathe? It was not what I was expecting. Okay. Okay, so where she had all her bags at the beginning. Yeah, but it's not. It's a smutty book. A lot of the books are smutty books. Okay, but this particular series has killers in it. Twisted Heart and Vengeful Heart, those got that in it too. And those we're going to be talking about Sunday. And like I said, and I'm going to say this again tomorrow, y'all really need to behave Sunday. Because the author of those two books, she understands. Trolls are everywhere. It ain't her first rodeo. Sunday she will be in here though. So I'm telling all my gems, what am I into? Okay, hold on. That's a loaded question. I could take like 6 different ways. What do you mean, what am I into? In terms of reading or in terms of what they're doing in the books that I like? Clarify that question a little bit for me before I answer, because I could end up going on a thing and that's not what you meant. Oh, Tori, this line, all the above. Okay, in terms of books, in terms of books, yo, okay, so in this series, I liked it. In terms of in general, the person I like, they have to be like strong enough to be able to throw me around. In the best way. In the bedroom only. Nowhere else. Okay? But in the bedroom. What they talk about in these books, like how they're I like muscles. I like tattoos. I like piercings in certain areas. It it gives an added layer of you feel it. I mean, I've been with pierced and non-pierced dudes before, but it's a ride on its own. Um, I, okay. First off, in this book, I love that the safe word was pineapple. First off, Tori, that was fucking funny. And then I was like, well, damn. Okay. But in terms of things I like and things I don't like, tattoos, piercings, muscles. Like, you don't have to have piercings. That's fine. Little bit, but not enough for me to go do something about it. Cause let me tell you something. I've been reading books similar, like from very tame smut to this, since I was in high school. I could read it in public and not react. Like, not blush. I will laugh if I find something funny. I will be mad. Like, the type of reader I am, I will be mad if I get pissed at something. I will laugh if I find something funny. I will get sad at certain parts, you know? But when it comes to the actual scene, I don't blush. I don't react. I'm just like, get it. It's about fucking time. You know? I don't really read it and then be like, oh, I gotta go fix it. You know? Oh, okay. So the pineapple that keeps getting referenced is because the very first book, they saw the male main character's brother, who ends up the main male character of the second book in the series. In the first book, not only does he have a tattoo pineappled on his ass, but he's going hard into one. And it's very descriptive. Tom Jones from the 60s playing, hands on a dresser, eyes closed, head thrown back, and going at it like a dude is into a girl in a porno. You get what I'm saying? Like, he cut a hole in it, put it in a drawer in the dresser to where it's angled right for him to do it. So that, yeah. And they reference that throughout the entire series so far. They might do it in the last book. I don't know, being that what is hinted at towards the end. How is your going? It's going good. How are you? But yeah, pineapple's been referenced because of that. It became a joke amongst the group of friends. But Tori, between Avon and Quint, like, there's multiple times, like, I spent the last 10 years of my life masturbating. You aren't gonna take this from me. I don't care if you're Jim, Eve, or the asshole across the hall. I'm getting impaled tonight. And I'm like, ma'am! And then the other one where she's like into his room trying to take his shorts off. He's running away from her. She got this man to turn around and go up against the wall and be like, unhand me, woman! And then just keeps running around the goddamn. I read those two things like 4 or 5 times because I was laughing because how it went. And I'm like, could you imagine? wanted to, like, I ended up crying laughing. Okay, I know y'all can't see it, but I see it. And I know Tori timed him out. Well, now she blocked him. But that was a weird thing to say. That was like a very weird thing to say. Anywho, so. Okay. But, whoa, what was that? You notice it's when I talk about piercings, tattoos, or I talk about certain things, people are like this. Like, I don't understand. Because if a dude does it, it's fine. Anywho, so it was that. Okay. So, Kaylin, while Tori's doing that, I will tell you, like in this book, they have a system with the cattle. The cattle are horrible. They're brought to the retreats. The cattle are committing crimes against kids, wear pink. Grapists are in red. Yellow is animal abusers. I think they had a different color in the last book when they were on the cruise. Hang on. Because it was based off of, like I said, it's vigilante justice. They operate based on a system that the cops don't. And it's like the entire thing is like Sinner's Retreat, where they do it. Okay, let's see. SA is red, pink is pedos, yellow is animal abusers, but in the third book it was run of the mill criminals, and purple is known killers, and orange is members of staff. And blue was normie, because they were on a ship and they had to, everybody wear bracelets, But, so purple was like how you associated yourself with other people in the retreat. So those were the colors of people like, how could you? And they would not describe the crimes in great detail, but enough to like justify hurting the cattle. Not fucking likely. So there was that. But no, I haven't. I didn't even know they had a movie like that. I'm gonna have to go reset Carl because last night I disconnected Patreon from Discord. So I think that fucked Carl up. Because he was in there a little bit whenever I removed some roles and added others. And I gotta talk to you about that separately, like outside of this and just me and you. Like, oh, do you want to move the Chaos channel? Because I'm sorry for the voice notes. I was going in and out very, very like, I'm talking like 4 energy drinks deep when I gave you that, plus like 10,000 tabs in my head that wouldn't shut up. It was, hello, it was that, do you want, because everything's, so that way Discord's just a chat-based Discord part of the community. Everything that's like challenges, other things, I'm moving over to why the deep what? But I'm moving a lot of stuff over to With Me. With Me will be the new home, kind of like Think Patreon. But it's going to be there. But if you So the Kingdom, I took some channels out. Other channels that you could go in and add as much shit as you want and talk your heart out without it being like a forum post, that's staying in there. Other than that, it's getting moved to With Me. My thing was, did you want Chaos Corner to stay in the Kingdom, or did you want to move it to Jim Babes, or did you want it in both? Because I could put like a little category for Jim's Council and put you in there and give you that. Well, it doesn't matter to me because, I mean, A, it's your channel, so I want to know what you would do with where you wanted it, because, I mean, it takes nothing to move it. Like, well, in terms of setting up the permissions of creating the category and you adding it back or whatever, whenever, that's up to you. I do have both Discords linked in the With Me, but the With Me won't go live until Monday. So there's that. And then so it's up to you on that, but there's another thing I need to talk to you about. And what I need to talk to you about could affect certain things. It started over a stupid thing, but it's something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and my mom was there and she heard it and she took it about the same way I did. And what I could say now is I'm taking a step back from certain things and I'm focusing on other things, but I needed to know about you. And I'm sorry for all the voice notes. I'm fine. The type of painting on my wall, that's a canvas that was given to me as a gift. But I was for energy drinks. Look, when I'm working, I constantly need to hello. I would have to talk to you off live about it. It's just something that happened and it could possibly affect a few things, but I would have to tell you after. You could tell me anything you want. Just keep in mind, public forum, it's always going to be in the chat unless Tori or I delete it. Just remember that I am public. This is not a private live. Private lives I will do at one point, but even private lives, it will just be chit chats. It won't be anything crazy. Just a lot limited on the comments. That's about the only difference. But oh no, my music. Bear, can you go reset the Wi-Fi, please? The Wi-Fi? But all I could say, Tori, is actually all of this was brought up because of a joke that somebody wasn't there, but when they kind of saw the joke being brought out of the call, it was misunderstood, and my mom was there. My dad heard it from my mom, so they kind of somebody jumped to conclusions, came at me the wrong way to where I felt I had to defend myself. And then later in the same conversation acted like nothing happened and we were cool and it was fine. And my parents are like, you just need to take a step back from this for a little bit. But I'll talk to you more about that later. But that's the summary of what you can expect. Okay. But thank yous. The Wi-Fi. Thank you. Now, on to other things. I am so excited for the fucking book. I am so excited for the last book of the Slaycation series. Also, Hooking Tink, I'll just talk about when I talk about Tasting Red. Because I want to get Tasting Red and Igniting Cinder. So I might do all three of those in a different book. In a different book talk. And then, of course, I'll bring Chasing Goldie back into it because of all of them being, because all of them being linked and how it feeds into each other. So I'll just put Hooking Tink with those books and we'll talk about it together. And we'll probably talk more about Chasing Goldie in case there's any points I missed. But I'm excited. Mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching. Never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic, psychotic. Huh? Oh, I don't know. People are weird. People want to know shit that they really have no business knowing. It's just like me asking a random stranger on the street. Ew. Okay, I'm gonna read you. Vengeful Heart's not on here. Vengeful Heart's on my computer. But it comes out tomorrow. The book comes out tomorrow. Vengeful Heart comes out tomorrow. And then both are going to be read by Sunday. And again, Sunday, be nice. Everyone. She knows there's trolls everywhere. But be fucking nice. At least to me and Tori. To trolls, fuck trolls. Y'all can do whatever. Hey! He deleted that, actually. He deleted the entire thing, but people clipped it. So it's
still here.
Okay, go away. But, it's, so Twisted Heart's one of them. I might have to look into Carl. I need to look into, the Stream Elements bot too, because one of my timers that's always showed, it's not showing anymore. It's filtering out, and I don't understand why. I don't understand. Because it was working before. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. But Twisted Romance, Twisted Heart is a dark romance. If you don't like dark romances, so is Vengeful Heart. But if you don't like dark romances, Sunday's not gonna be for you. You could sit out the book. If you don't like books with trigger warnings, sit out book talk for now. Okay? If you... Because even though I talk about the book, I don't talk about, like, certain parts of it, but there are trigger warnings to every single book that we have talked about in book talk. There's trigger warnings too. I would do your research, know who you are as a reader, and read trigger warnings, read the tropes to see if it's for you or not. See, and it's showing there, so I don't understand why it's not. Why sometimes it's showing hidden when it's showing right there, because I'm looking at the comments. One of the Stream Elements things that keeps going hidden and held for review is showing now. What the fuck? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. We'll figure it out. You need to do your... 1 second. Sorry about that. Because today's chat is on something else. I don't know if everybody took a weird crazy pill, but what the fuck, man. But I'm about to cut this short so I could jump on a call with you, Tori. I'll call you on the Discord channel. But Sunday, behave. Lisa will be in here. If y'all want to read the book that I will be talking about, we have Twisted Heart and Vengeful Heart. Both are on Amazon. They're by Lisa Harlow. Although I would go to her website to look at trigger warnings, which is lisaharlow.com. So happy reading. I love you all. Please be safe. And I will see you all tomorrow for work with me. But book related, I'll see you Sunday for that. Bye. I will. Bye.